Quiet quitting in the gig economy. I've noticed something about my generation. We don't want to do what our parents did. We want to be free from the daily grind, so we can pursue our passions and dreams. Sound like you? If so, then it's time for you to quit your job and go full-time on your own hustle. The gig economy is growing at a rapid rate. If you are a member of the gig economy, or if you plan on joining it sometime soon, then this is for you. The gig economy is growing at a rapid rate. The number of Americans who participate in it has increased from 3 million in 2005 to 54 million in 2018. That's an increase of over 700%. It's also estimated that by 2020 there will be more than 80 million people working as freelancers. So what does this mean? It means that if you're looking for meaningful work or simply want some extra income on your own terms, then joining the freelancer movement might be right for you. It's estimated that by 2020 there will be 40 million freelancers in the US alone. If you're a freelance worker or are thinking about becoming one, you need to know about quiet quitting. Quiet quitting is the act of leaving your job without telling anyone. It's important because it can be the best way to start your own business and make more money. In fact, it's estimated that by 2020 there will be 40 million freelancers in the US alone. That's more than half of all American workers. So if you're looking for some extra cash, and who isn't, consider making your own hours as an independent contractor instead of working for someone else full-time. And there's no reason to stop with the US. The freelance economy is growing, and it's not just in the US. In fact, there are many freelancers that live outside of the US. They might be a freelancer in their own country or even another country altogether. Freelancers are everywhere. The gig economy is growing at a rapid rate, and as of 2019 it's estimated that by 2020 there will be 40 million freelancers in the US alone. And they're everywhere. Freelancers are working in every industry and at every level, from doctors to lawyers to copywriters to electricians. When you're working as a freelancer, there are no set hours. You get to choose what time works best for you and your clients. This can be incredibly empowering, but also comes with a lot of responsibility. If you don't have someone else to keep track of your schedule or remind you about deadlines, how will anyone know when it's time for lunch or when to leave for the day? Let's face it, no one wants to be a cog in a wheel anymore. We have the tools to make a difference in the world, and we don't need to rely on anyone else's approval or validation. We can live our dreams and create our own reality. And we don't have to wait for anyone else's permission. We can live our dreams and create our own reality. That doesn't mean we throw caution to the wind or go off half-cocked. It means that we take responsibility for ourselves and make decisions based on knowledge rather than fear. It's time to live your passion and make a difference in the world. You can make a difference in the world, your community and your family. You can also make a difference in your career and health. The only thing holding you back from doing this is yourself. Quiet quitting means that we stop listening to the negative self-talk that holds us back from our dreams, goals and aspirations. It means we stop listening to our inner critic who tells us we aren't good enough or smart enough or talented enough. All those things that hold us back from living out our purpose in life. Quiet quitting means saying no more excuses. No more waiting for the perfect time or circumstance before we start living out our passion and making an impact on others' lives, and ours. It's time for you to quit your job and go full-time on your own hustle. You can work from anywhere. Quiet quitting isn't about finding a remote job, but about building a business that allows you the freedom to work from anywhere. It's ideal if the location of your business is flexible, like an online store or something else that doesn't require much physical space or infrastructure. But even if it isn't totally portable yet, there are still ways around this by setting up shop in different cities or countries throughout the year, or even just taking long breaks every few months so that they're not too disruptive when they come around again. You can work on your own terms. Quiet quitting is all about doing what makes sense for you and your life right now rather than doing what someone else tells you needs done at their company, which may or may not actually align with your goals. It means finding opportunities where you feel like they fit into your life as opposed to trying everything out until something sticks without paying attention first because it might be fun. It's time for you to quit your job and go full-time on your own hustle. The gig economy is growing at a rapid rate, and there are more opportunities than ever before. If you're looking for something more fulfilling than just another desk job, then this may be the right time for you to take the leap into freelancing full-time.